Hello friends, it is Kelly and I have a layout share for the month of December. So you'll have to excuse my dog is in the background, and of course as soon as I start recording he's gonna bark and probably be scratching at the door because he thinks he has to be wherever I am. And I love him, but I need a minute to record this video. So what I have in front of me right now are some of the products that I used, and I thought I would just go over the collections that I used for this stack of layouts. And I have another project that's super cool that I created using this collection from Mente Woodland is the name of the collection. So I used that. I didn't use a 6x6, I just put this here to help me remember the name. I used a couple of papers from this collection called Home for Christmas. I used a lot from Market Square by Maggie Holmes. I used a lot of papers from that. I used a lot from, let's see, this one is Merry and Bright from Cocoa Vanilla Studios. I didn't have any of the strips, so I just pulled this to help me remember it's Merry and Bright. And then I also used a lot of papers and elements from the Joyful collection from Cocoa Vanilla Studio. And as you can see, they coordinate like perfectly. So it's like I had a lot left over from last year's Merry and Bright, so I just combined those two collections and used a whole bunch of that up too. So much so, they go together so well that I don't even know what paper goes to what collection other than the branding strips. So that goes there. Let's see, and then I used up most of this collection. Oops, those got stuck together. I just had this here. I used up a whole lot of this collection. The only papers that I really did not use are the black ones. I did use this one, but the ones that are real dark, I did not use those yet. I will eventually. All the photos that I had really didn't go with that color, so I used up a whole bunch of that, and you'll see that represented in this stack of layouts. And then I used this paper pad. I got a whole slew of paper. Well, I shouldn't say that. I got quite a few papers used up from this paper pad, and I used this for Janet at RTS, her first 4x4 series that was for, she used Simple Stories, Cozy Days collection, and she went more kind of fall theme-ish. I went with Christmas. And then I started her most recent one that was based around more Christmassy things, and I got 2 layouts completed from that using a different collection. So I'll show you that as I go through. I just kind of wanted to show you what I was working with this month, and I'm pretty happy with the amount of product and layouts that I got done. It helps that I've been out of school for almost 2 weeks, so I've had time to get some scrap pages done. Now these are not in any particular order really. I'll just go ahead. So some of these have notes on them to help me remember. But I did a whole lot of the December Sketchathon layouts. I played along with Scrap-a-Sketch. That is a Facebook group that is ran by Lisa Sikorsky, and they had a new sketch for every day of the month, basically, for December. So I didn't get them all done by any means, but I got a few done, and I thought I would share. So this was for day 7. And for this one, I used up some, I didn't have much of the Cozy Day collection, but I used some of it, what scraps I had left, and I pulled in a few other papers. And I also used a lot of, what is her name? Can't think of it. That's why I have notes. Anyway, I used a whole lot of things that I had in my stash that have just been, taking up space basically, but I was pretty happy with the amount of supplies that I used on this, which since I have so many embellishments, I try to use up what I can. Like, I know some people say less is more. I don't subscribe to that theology at all. I think more is more. So this is a layout I did of my kiddos. We were all together for Thanksgiving, and it's about once a year that I get a good picture. Well, I wouldn't say these were great pictures because they were goofing off, but hey, it's them and it makes me happy. So this is their personality goofing around and playing. And so this is one of the few times I get a picture of all of them together. So that happens about once a year on Thanksgiving. And this was one of the first layouts that I completed in the month of December. All right, moving along. This is another one this is Cocoa Vanilla Studios. I can't remember the name of it, but I loved this picture of my granddaughter. She just looks beautiful here. So I kind of went with some of the orangey tones and peachy corally tones and made this really frou-frou and girly because I love that look. And this is another one of the Scrap-A-Sketch. This is a layout I completed for one of the Scrap-A-Sketch sketches, and this was for day 2 of December. And as you see, I kind of have a diagonal design here. And I like how the butterflies kind of look like they're gonna fly off the page. So that is that one. Let's move on to this one. This is another, as you'll notice that I have a lot of my grand kiddos here in this batch of layouts. This is I don't even know what line this comes from. I'm pretty sure it is like Echo Park or something, just a Christmas line that I picked up from Tuesday Morning a couple of years ago, and I just got some of those pieces used up because I have all my Christmas supplies together, and I'm just trying to, this is for the first day of the sketch-a-thon at Scrap-A-Sketch, and so this is, I just pulled out some elements from just my stash of Christmas stuff. And I don't think that it even all is the same collection, it's just random things. And these are some of the stars that I picked up earlier, about 2 months ago, and got quite a few of those used. Happy with that. And there's that one. This is for day 4 of the sketch-a-thon. And this is the Simple Stories Vintage Garden Collection, I believe. I love how this one turned out. During Thanksgiving, we took the kids to my son-in-law's house, well, not his house, but his family's house, and they had horses, and so all the kids got to ride horses, and it was just, they had a ball. It was a lot of fun. And this is one of the pictures I got of my grandson and son-in-law on the horses. And I did kind of a collagey look. I love texture and dimension on a layout. I really love how this one turned out. I love this collection, period. All right, this is another Scrap-A-Sketch from the Sketchathon. This is for day 3. And this is Cocoa Vanilla Studios. And this was taken of my grandkids. This was around Thanksgiving time. We took them to the mall to do a little, just some sightseeing and shopping and looking around. And I love how they have it so beautifully decorated in the mall. So lots of good photo opportunities, and this was just the kids kind of looking around, taking in all the sights, and they really enjoyed it. It was a fun day. And I just created kind of a stacked cluster of embellishments over here, and then I have one little embellishment cluster over here. This was fun to create. All right. This is from the Maggie Holmes Market Square, and which was perfect because that collection has lots of horses, and this is my granddaughter on the horse and the little birdie. I love the little birdie. I heard someone today on a video saying, "Yeah, there's a bird." Like, I love the birds. I keep the birds coming, Maggie Holmes. I love them. So I know a lot of people don't care for it, but I do. I just love nature. So I titled this All Smiles, and I just put the title directly on the picture. This is like a vellum piece. So no, acetate. And just put it directly on the picture because I had a lot of dead space here in the sky. So, and down here I used another acetate piece and just kind of created a little pocket. I don't know if you could see that. And I have, you can't pull these out. It's just more for looks than anything. So, and I still need to do a title, still need to do a little journaling on some of these. I find that journaling takes a whole nother part of my brain. So when I'm in the creative mode, like I have to change the way that I have to change gears, I guess, to do the journaling sometimes. All right, here is another one. This is also from the Market Square collection by Maggie Holmes, and it's just this is for day 11. See, I did quite a few of these, not in order though. And this is just a group photo that my husband took that's kind of at a weird angle, but he's not the greatest photographer, but you get what you can get, right? He took the picture, so I was thankful that we were all in it. So, and just a whole lot of florals on this side, a lot of clustering and a circle element, which is, that's why I like challenges. Things that I normally wouldn't do on a layout, I did. So I'm pretty happy with that. Hold on one second. Oh, goodness. Oh, I'm still filming. Well, I have my battery is low on my camera, so I probably should move a little faster. I don't know how much of that got cut out, but hopefully not too much. All right. Here is another one from the Sketchathon. And again, I used the Simple Stories Vintage Garden Collection. And this is my daughter on a horse named Bones. I just love this collection, especially for this group of photos. It couldn't have been more perfect. Sorry if you hear my dog whining at the door, because he wants in. All right, here I did this layout, which was a scrap lift. And this is another Facebook group called Scrap Squad, which did 12 days of Christmas scrap lifts. And this was day 12. I didn't do many of these. I have them saved, but there are so many awesome challenges that I wanted to do. There's just not enough time to do them all, unfortunately. And this is another set of photos of my son and daughter-in-law riding horses that same day from my previous ones. But this was fun. And this is also, it kind of pulled me out of my comfort zone. I liked this central like band of embellishments in paper, and then down here just kind of a whole central design. It's really different. And I liked the little scene of houses here, and the title on the houses. I kind of did the best I could to replicate that with what I had. So I'm pretty happy with this. My horse is bent in half, unfortunately. So, and that's my handsome son. All right, this one is from Allison Davis's. She just did a class recently. And so this is my layout from that class. And she's from Scrapbook Generations. And I did this for that class, and I love it. Love how it turned out. I used Cocoa Vanilla Studios. Oh, and this was another shopping trip several weeks later to the mall, where we're just looking at all the different Christmas decorations, and I just love the kids' expressions here. They're just, I feel like it was very magical for them. They loved it. And there's another bird. I love my birds. Here is another one. This is from the most recent 444 series at RTS. And this is using, I did all Christmas papers for both, but this is from the second set of 444. This was more for the Christmas season. Anyway, so, and this is when we took the kids to see Santa. And I adore these pictures. These are not the pictures. They take, like professional pictures, but I actually like these pictures more than the posed pictures. I just think they're sweet, and they're having a big conversation about what they want for Christmas and giving Santa a hug. I love how this one turned out too. And I got lots of product used up. This was just one I did on my own, just playing with supplies. And this was Christmas morning, and my puppy, who you can hear whining at the door because I won't let him in, he got a present for Christmas, and I just put it down on the floor to see what he would do, and he just kind of sniffed around. He wasn't sure what to do, and I had to push it over, and like he was afraid he was going to get in trouble or something. I don't know. But after he figured out that it was for him and it was okay, he had a ball. And he wanted me to keep putting them back in the bag so he could get them out again. So it was fun. And he really he loved Christmas. And this is Cocoa Vanilla Studios again. All right, this set is all from that Heidi Swapp Christmas paper pad I showed you at the beginning of the video. And this is the first round of RTS 444 series with Janet. So she did a more of a fall themed collection for her papers. I used this Christmas set. And I didn't know she was going to do another one. Or I might have chosen not to use Christmas. I don't know. But either way, I've got lots of Christmas layouts and I love them all. So this was just one of our random shopping trips during the Christmas season. And the kids love this rainbow tree and all these crazy colored Christmas trees. So, of course, it was a good photo op. And I think by this time they were tired of me taking pictures, which they should be used to it. I've been doing it their whole life. So that's one layout from this 444 series. This is another one, and I'm not sure what order that I did these in. So this one is of them decorating the Christmas tree. And the embellishments that I use come from all different collections. I didn't stick to one. I just have a lot of sticker sheets from older collections that I needed to use up, so I just used what I had. And most of it, these are more traditional colors, so most of it kind of went together. Here's another one from the 444, and it's just one of them standing in front of their beautiful Christmas tree. This is the first year in a while that I haven't had my Christmas tree up, and it's because of my dog, and he loves to take anything he can reach. If I'm at work or go to the store, he's gonna get a hold of it and tear it up. So I just thought it's better just not to deal with that headache. So that's them with their Christmas tree. And this is my daughter and the grandkids just being silly together in front of a really pretty Christmas tree too. And then this one, these were all from the 444. And this was also, this was also from the same papers, but I used all the branding strips to create this layout. I had all these sitting on my desk, and I thought, I don't want to throw those away. They're too pretty and they all coordinate. So I just made this. So I actually made 5 layouts for the 444, and these came from brain think. Hold on. Yes, please, paper craft. Goodness, I can't believe I forgot that. That's why I have to have everything in front of me, because I forget easily. So yes, please, paper crafts. And these were some of the flair that I got from her earlier in the month. So that is that. And just a few more. This one I created just a couple of days ago using some of the leftovers papers that I had from the vintage garden collection. So, and this is my husband and one of my grand twins. This is Katie, and they are so crazy about their pops. So I just wanted to have pictures of each of the twins with him to put in their albums, because they pretty much adore him. He is a really good pops. And this one is really girly and frou-frou. So I use this picture of Katie with, so this will go into her album, obviously. And I got lots of layering done with, and lots of the die cuts and stickers used up on that one. And this is Kaysen. Actually, both of these pictures were taken on the same day. This one was outside. This was on their birthday at the beginning of this month, and they were both sick. Like, we have all been sharing sickness around. And so my husband, after this day, he was sick for about 2 weeks, and I was sick. So we're just passing it around. But we're all better now, so thank the Lord for that. Anyway, I digress. So this one is the last one I have in this for this month so far. There's still today to work on. Anyway, so I kind of was just going by the colors, and so I pulled papers from my stash. So these don't go to any particular one collection. I just pull different things. I got the wood veneer from my stash. I found these in my color drawers. So I like how this turned out. It was really cute. And I got another flare used. I have a whole lot to use, so I need to get on the ball and use more of those, like on every layout. So this is Kason and my husband. And it turned out really pretty, I think. All right, and then the last thing that I was going to show you was I was watching Alicia McNamara. She has a YouTube channel, and I will link all the people that I've talked about today. I will link down below, and the Facebook groups I'll link down below so you can join. But I watched a video of hers using the Mente Woodlands collection, and wanted to replicate what she made. So I just followed her tutorial on how to make this exploding box, but this is the outside of it, and this is all made from paper, except of course the fiber. I had that in my stash, and then I had these little leaf I don't know what you call these, just leaf embellishments in my stash as well. But everything else comes from this collection. And so watch what happens. This is an exploding box. This is also, isn't that cool? I just think that is so cool. And I will show you, I think my phone's about to die. Okay, so I'm going to get a little bit closer so you can see the detail. It's hard to... My screen over here where I could see what I'm doing froze up, so I can't see what you see. And there's really no... I'll take pictures so you can see better, but it is really cool. It says Dream. I used some wood veneer that I had. This doesn't come with this, but also she used like flowers and fibers and things like that. I used moss that I had from my miniature. I like to create miniatures, and so I used moss, and I used some little pine cones, and yeah, I'm really happy with this. I have someone in mind that I'm gonna give this to. So yeah, I'm really happy with that. You should check her out. Alicia has some really, really neat and well explained tutorials on how to create like cards and like these kind of 3D craft type things. So you should check her out. Check her. I will leave her link in the description box. So that's all I have for today. Thank you so much for sticking around and listening to me babble and checking out all my new layouts. I feel pretty happy with what I've done this month. So have a great day, and I will see you soon. Bye.